In the quiet, rural town of Willow Creek, life revolved around farming and the simple pleasures of country living. The townsfolk were known for their friendly demeanor and their prized cattle, which were the envy of neighboring farms. However, one fateful night, everything changed when a series of strange occurrences began to unfold. It all started with the disappearance of several cows from the local farms. At first, the farmers shrugged it off as a prank or a case of wandering livestock. But as the nights grew darker and the moon hung low in the sky, the disappearances escalated. One by one, the cows vanished without a trace, leaving behind only eerie silence and a sense of dread. One evening, a group of friends, Jake, Emily, Tom, and Sarah, decided to investigate the strange happenings. They gathered flashlights, snacks, and a sense of adventure, determined to uncover the truth behind the missing cattle. As they approached the outskirts of town, they noticed a strange light flickering in the sky, pulsating like a heartbeat. "Do you see that?" Emily pointed toward the glowing orb hovering above the fields. "What is it?" "Probably just a plane or something," Jake replied, though he felt a knot of unease in his stomach. As they ventured deeper into the fields, the light grew brighter, illuminating the landscape with an otherworldly glow. Suddenly, a low hum filled the air, vibrating through their bodies. The friends exchanged nervous glances, but curiosity pushed them forward. "Let's check it out," Tom suggested, leading the way toward the source of the light. As they approached, they saw a massive triangular spacecraft hovering silently above the ground, its surface shimmering like liquid metal. "What the hell is that?" Sarah gasped, her eyes wide with disbelief. Before they could react, a beam of light shot down from the ship, enveloping a nearby cow in a radiant glow. The animal let out a terrified moo as it was lifted off the ground, ascending into the ship. The friends stood frozen in shock, their hearts racing. "We have to get out of here," Jake shouted, but it was too late. The beam of light shifted and it locked onto them, pulling them toward the ship. "Run!" Emily screamed, and they turned to flee, but the force of the beam was too strong. They were lifted off their feet and drawn into the ship, the world around them spinning into darkness. Inside the spacecraft, the friends found themselves in a sterile, brightly lit chamber. Strange machinery surrounded them, and the air was filled with a metallic scent. They looked around in confusion, trying to comprehend what was happening. Suddenly, a door slid open, and a group of alien beings entered the room. They were tall and slender, with elongated limbs and large black eyes that seemed to pierce through their souls. The aliens communicated in a series of clicks and whistles, their voices echoing in the chamber. "What do they want?" Tom whispered, fear gripping his heart. Before they could ponder further, the aliens approached the cow that had been abducted alongside them. They began to examine it, using strange instruments that emitted soft beeping sounds. The friends watched in horror as the aliens performed what appeared to be experiments on the terrified animal. "We have to save it," Sarah cried, her voice trembling. "We can't let them hurt it." With newfound determination, the friends devised a plan. They quietly moved toward the control panel of the ship, hoping to find a way to escape. As they approached, they noticed a series of buttons and levers, each labeled with strange symbols. "Maybe we can reverse whatever they're doing," Jake suggested, glancing back at the aliens. They were still focused on the cow, giving the friends a brief window of opportunity. Tom reached out and pressed a large red button. The ship shuddered and alarms began to blare, filling the chamber with a cacophony of sound. The aliens turned, their eyes wide with alarm as they realized what was happening. "Now!" Emily shouted, and they rushed toward the cow, grabbing it and pulling it away from the aliens. The creature was frightened but seemed to sense their intentions. As they made their way back to the control panel, the ship began to shake violently. The aliens were in a frenzy, trying to regain control of the situation. The friends quickly pressed another button, and the ship's doors opened, revealing the night sky outside. "Jump!" Jake yelled, and they leaped out of the ship, landing in a heap on the soft grass below. The cow followed, mooing in confusion but unharmed. The friends scrambled to their feet, adrenaline pumping through their veins. They looked back at the ship just in time to see it lift off the ground, the beam of light retracting as it ascended into the night sky. Breathless and shaken, they watched as the spacecraft